Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Today I'm going to review the Casio G-Shock Mudman GW9500. This is the GW9500-1, and this is the latest generation of the Mudman. The Mudman, the last generation I believe was an analog digital version. Now Casio has gone back to an all digital version, which I like. To me, this watch is the spiritual successor of the Rangeman. There was a Rangeman, which was the first G-Shock to have all the ABC, the altimeter, barometer, compass, and thermometer in there. And the Rangeman kind of changed into something else a little bit later. It became actually a much more high-end product that didn't look altogether unlike this. But now this has come out around the same price point, has the ABC technology, as they call it, with those dedicated pushers here, altimeter, barometer, compass. And what Casio has also included in it is, for the first time, I think in the G-Shock, is a duplex LCD. And I put it on the compass mode there, and you can see what that means. Now, they've had this in the ProTrek collection for a while now. And essentially, there's another LCD, a transparent one, on top of the main LCD, and what that does is it's used as a secondary display. So here it's sort of the compass of the compass needle. I'll put it on the barometer, for example, and you can see that it's used here as an indicator for the barometer. Altimeter, I'm actually not even sure if it's used on this setting here. So I'm actually sure all the different settings it's not used there, that it's used for, not many. The compass seems to be the main one, but Casio decided to include it in this version of the Mudman. The Mudman has been the G-Shock watch which has been mud resistant. And what that essentially means is the pushers are big and beefy, and they're designed to be pushed not just in water situations, but there's dirt and dust and mud, and for the watch to be protected. And overall, the Mudman is one of the larger, more durable versions of the G-Shock. This one is actually quite thin compared to some of the previous generation of the Mudmen. It's just as wide. You know, when I say the dimensions of these, it sounds huge. I'll say like 57 millimeters. You'll be like, what? And they are. But again, since they wear so comfortably and so light, you wouldn't necessarily feel that heft. And so again, the new Mudman, the GW9500, is a large timepiece, but again, it wraps around the wrist really well there. On the side, it's reminding you, of course, that the module in this is solar powered, and you can see the photovoltaic cell around the periphery there. It also has the multi-band. This is not a Bluetooth movement, and I think what's interesting here is that Casio has this incredible assortment of watches, each with a very wide spectrum of different types of features and different types of price points. And so that's sort of one feature that you don't have here. So you have the solar, you have the atomic clock sync, you don't have the Bluetooth. A lot of other G-Shocks do, which makes it very convenient. My suspicion is that this generation movement just sort of hasn't been figured out how necessarily to integrate with Bluetooth like they have with the other ones. So, you know, I think that it's gonna happen eventually. I'm not necessarily like waiting, you know, I'm not upset about it because I think I appreciate what they did here with this, because there's elements of ProTrek, there's elements of Rangeman, there's elements of Mudman. At the price point, this isn't their top of the line price point. This is still within the realm of affordability. So I think that this is a nice watch. It's handsome. This black with a little bit of red trim version is going to be your most conservative model, but of course you're going to have them with a negative LCD screen, which means it's the darker color, in different color cases and things like that. There's some bright colors and more stuff which is going to come. So the new Casio G-Shock Mudman GW9500 is an excellent sports watch. It does what it's meant to do well. It's a little bit on the simple tech for what Casio G-Shocks are offering right now in terms of the operating systems and the features, but this is sort of the classic assortment of features that you would want, all in one timepiece with a duplex LCD screen. There's the backlight there. You can see how that works. So again, good G-Shock, cool design, definitely for those people that want to stick with sort of tried and true in a new G-Shock. As of recording this review, the retail price in America hasn't quite been set yet. These are right about to come out, so it's going to be around $350, I think, but it could be within the $300 to $400 range. Just go on the aBlogtoWatch.com website or look at the bottom of this video in the description for the retail price. Thank you so much. You can see the full review of the Casio G-Shock Mudman GW9500 on aBlogtoWatch. Thanks.